I feel it's a good blend between mystery and comedy. I actually really like the comedy part about it because there are just so many little details about everything, and I don't know. I feel like it wouldn't be the same without the comedy. It could be like a hardcore mystery with all like different suspects and like actually making people think, which in the film you do think about things. It's lightened up with a lot of comedy, which I really like. We needed a off-brand soda, and the first thing I thought of was a Spirit. And I went on like Google, and somehow there was a Spirit, but without some of the letters. I don't know, but I photoshopped it and painted the cans, which I don't know. I have it at home. I'm so glad I made it. It was hard to get people, honestly. The deadline, we went like 2 weeks over, and that wasn't great. We had our cast a little bit later than we probably should have, and if one of them were to drop out, we would have had someone from the team fill in because we wouldn't have had a backup or anything. Not really. So, yeah, that's why it's important to nail down your casting as soon as you can, because then you can like afford mistakes and dropouts and stuff. Yeah. So Caitlin and I are sisters, and we needed actors for those characters, Leah and Leia, and somehow we ended up being in the roles, which was good because we were sisters and we did have some of that dynamic. Like, I was able to push her around a lot and she didn't care. So that helped, and I feel like it made, I don't know, it was more fun that way too, to bring her into it.
For sure.
Just forced her into it.
But also feel free to just kind of be like, what? Like almost like you're speaking to God. I would say when you talk to the narrator, rather than looking at me, look at the sky like you're talking to God. Right?
Oh, okay.
Because there's definitely some similarities between our art. So take 3.
Our narrator and
Why do you do this to me? Okay, so
wow.
so here, looking at this, right? We'd want to check how she looks. So.
We tried to practice our lines. I'm no actor, and she's no actor, so it was even funnier. We don't act, so when we were just outside in the courtyard trying to practice our lines, we could not stop laughing.
Mr. Edwards, where's Leah and Emma? I said Leah again.
Yeah, Leia, say it.
Leia.
Leia, say it.
We practiced with Leah.
Leia, say Leia.
Leia.
Leia. All right, and quiet on set, y'all. I can hear your voices. All right, and action.
Mr. Edwards, where's Leia and Emma?
All right, cut. That's good. I mean, it's a really short little bit. I don't know why we need to be too particular. All right, and that leaves the final bit, which is you all alone on the floor. So everyone will be out except for you. You are right. You will need your leg. This is right at the end with scene 8 and scene 9.
And I don't even know how we did it on film day because we didn't really have that many problems. It just, we were ridiculous. The filming is, I feel like, the best part. I'm sad I missed it last year, but this year I got to do it finally.
Cut. I think that was it. Honestly.
And it's gone. It's just gone.
No, I don't.
So you're being evil. I'm like, yeah, Rena, I think you're hearing me. Oh my goodness.
The shove. You just literally shoved out a frame. It's so funny, like your arm's just there. It's great.
Oh yeah.
She's like shoved you out of the shot. It's so funny. The sunglasses are great too. You put it in and then you just like slowly walk back in.
Well, there wasn't a dull moment. Every single time I walked by that room, something crazy was happening.
Favorite part of filming? Personally for me, I liked filming the monologues and watching you guys scurry all around me with the different lights and the different places. It's like having my own little rat slaves that carried my light everywhere. It was fun.
Getting to know everyone during film day was fun, and talking to everyone. It was good.
Well, I didn't start socializing until film day, so I guess that was the hardest part for me. Yeah, I regret that.
Well, for me, I was the clapboard person doing this. And I don't know why, but I always had a lot of trouble getting it in the camera. It would always be too close or something, and I'd have to move back.
We did a good job, I feel, transforming the room with what we had. I'm so glad we had that room because everything you could slide the bulletin boards out really easily. I'm not sure how it was last year, but we did a good job, I think.
Yeah.
It was a good setup and takedown, I feel, pretty quick. The props were funny. I'm glad I made the spirit cam.
Coordinating the security cam footage to have it be ready by the end. So what we had to do was our very first set of shots we had to get was every single clip of security cam footage that would play for Mr. E's on Mr. E's computer. So we had to get all of that first, which meant that later scenes we had to try to match as perfectly back to said clips that we had gotten on the very first thing at the start of the day. And then we had to take those clips and I passed them off to Avery Barnes, who had volunteered to come up, and then she had to edit those together, export those, and then we had to put those onto Mr. E's computer, and then I had to interact with those and make sure that I was timing, and I only had as long as the clip was. So we had a couple of takes where I had a limited amount of time to do a certain amount of acting before the clip ended, acting with that, and just trying to have that all match stuff that's happening throughout the variety of the short film was very challenging. But I'm really proud of everybody for the work we did in preparing for that, and it went really smoothly considering how many points of error that could have occurred throughout the entire process.
It was really hot in that room. I don't know why. It was just really hot. So when I went to go get fresh air when we had a break and stuff, I walked by and Harrison and Nick are just sword fighting in a different room. I was not expecting them to just, I don't know. Which, I mean, it makes sense that they were just sword fighting. I don't even know where they got the swords from. They just found them and started sword fighting. It was pretty late in the production, so we were all kind of dehydrated and had lost some brain cells. I can tell. Yeah. Just the random stuff. Like Nick again, I think they were all singing into the microphone, the boom box, or the boom pole. Just randomly. I don't know why. Just the funny stuff.
Friends and family to the members of my love. Fellas,
We're recording.
guess what we're gonna do?
Hamilton.
Sum up your short film in one word.
I'm trying to think of a better word than funny, but I think funny is a good word.
Okay.
And it's also full of stuff, but I don't really know a word for that.
Full of stuff.
Full of
hyphens.
stuff. With hyphens, yes.
Why should people watch your short film?
Because we worked hard on it, and I think it's funny.
Because we put a lot of work into it, and it's great.
Awesome.
It's going to be amazing.
I don't think it's a waste of time, if that helps convince you.
Go watch it.
Yep, I think that's it.